Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sons of Legends. It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
Yes, we
I'm gonna let you get yours off because you know how it goes. We are live here on Red Gold Talk Radio, baby.
I want to see how long I can hold my life.
Hey, you just gotta make it a staple every week.
Every week, I'm gonna see how
That can be yo.
how much longer I can do it.
That can be yo Charlemagne's yo.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's
yo.
my new part to dance.
All
All
right,
right.
we got it. We
Yeah.
just already good show already.
That's what we do. But anyway, speaking of good shows,
Great show.
great show.
Like the Sons of Legends.
This weekend, wrestling was firing on all cylinders here. Slammiversary, Money in the Bank,
Raw,
Crush the
SmackDown,
Game.
all of it.
All of it.
All of it. I mean, first off, big props to everybody because they brung their A game this weekend. Crowds were back, so they knew it was gonna be on. When WWE announced that their crowds coming back, we know that. I mean, the Thunderdome was great.
Yeah, it gave us a lot of memorable moments. A lot of people got made in the Thunderdome.
Yes, but the moment that camera came on and I heard them cheers and Vince's music hit and the crowd got to chant, no chance in hell. I knew we was back, baby. I get chills. That crowd just give you goosebumps. And I mean, it's just a feeling that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't think I really appreciated what we really bring to the table until I had to live without it, and then I get to see the different kind of atmosphere it is when the crowd is there and when they're not there. We really are a huge part of this thing.
We play it like, I mean, wrestling is a great show, but like they say, how the crowd is the most important superstar in WWE history.
Yeah.
And it really went to show the past year and a half. And now that crowds are back and these shows went all in, bro, they gave us some magic.
Loved it.
I lost my voice over the weekend. I mean, it started with Slammiversary, me going, woo.
It was crazy.
It was just so insane. And let's jump into Slammiversary because Slammiversary kicked off our weekend. Actually, SmackDown kicked off our weekend, but I want to jump into the big shows.
Okay.
Because Slammiversary kicked off the weekend with a bang.
All right. First match on the card was on the pre-show. We had Decay, Havoc and Rosemary, and Fire and Flavor. And I said it last week, man. I was worried for him, man. I had every reason to be. We got new Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Yes, we do. I mean, you know how big of a fan I am of Fire and Flavor, and I felt something in my gut when Gunner was like, Fire and Flavor was up. I was like, okay.
No.
Because he had been telling me for the past 3 weeks that Havoc and Rosemary is looking like some straight beast out here.
And they do. And then they were. They showed at the Slammiversary, but I'm not as upset as I thought it would be. Because I like having the Rosemary together. These are good tag team champions too. I can get behind that.
To a team that looks dominant, but actually put in some work in the Knockouts tag team division. I just didn't want it to be a Fly and Grace.
Yeah, but they're together now. The Havoc's officially a member of Decay, so now it's Rosemary and Havoc and Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. Yeah, they look pretty dominant together. I dig it.
I like it too.
All right.
And I'm not even mad for losing.
Yeah. All right, the next match. My pick for match of the weekend. Ultimate X.
Ultimate X was crazy. I mean, it's not my pick for match of the weekend. Mine is gonna be a straight up surprise. Joint was insane. I mean, they did spots that never seen in life.
Good Lord. It's Avalanche Canadian Destroyer. Petey Williams really showed out this weekend. He's like, God, yeah, bro. A lot of people may use this move. This is my move. I do it
the master of the Canadian Destroyer.
Just hitting it, man. Oh, running Canadian Destroyers. The regular Canadian Destroyer. Babe was sitting on top of somebody's shoulders.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back up and running. There we go.
Like I said, I expected. I didn't really expect Petey Williams to show out like this because I expected more of the younger guys in the match. But Petey Williams, man, he showed that this is champion right now, and I would not have a problem with that.
I wouldn't have a problem with any person in this match winning. This match gave us everything that you could ask of in wrestling. It gave us the technical spots, which you don't normally see in the Ultimate X match, but Josh Alexander was given throw suplexes. This man was given ankle locks, and he had a spot where he's hanging upside down from these cables, and he has Chris Bay in an ankle lock by one leg. Chris Bay has somebody else in a headlock. He has Petey in a headlock. Petey has someone else in a sharpshooter, while Rohit Raju
submissions in this match. Like
from the ceiling to the floor.
That's just crazy. And Rohit Raju, man, he was killing me. Okay, so I've never seen a wrestler that's so short he can't reach the cables while standing on the top ropes. And Rohit Raju could not reach those cables. So he spends the rest of the match being creative, trying to get it. You know, he's got a rope there, and he hog ties the top of the ropes, and he climbs up it like he's a kid in gym class or something. He's got a freaking club or something trying to hook it.
Yeah, he's got a hanger. And he gets a chair, stands on a chair, tries to unhook it with a hanger.
He was killing me.
It had the comedic moments. It had the athletic moments. It had the technical moments. It had everything, all the close calls. And they even made a play off of the Ultimate X in 05.
Yeah, I noticed that at the end. Okay, so the match ends. Josh Alexander and Chris Bay are playing tug of war over it. They both unhook it, and then they're pulling back and forth. And then in comes Ace Austin, who springboards and tries to knock it down like AJ did to Pete Williams or Chris Sabin back in the day. But then they hoist it up, and Ace Austin eats the mat, and then Josh Alexander knocks Chris Bay off, and Josh Alexander retains.
Great match, man. This mug, it had me in oohs and ahs from beginning to end. It was crazy.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Josh Alexander retaining this title is definitely a good choice. Like, the man is firing on all cylinders right now. He's got a
walking weapon.
Iron grip on that X Division title, and I could not be any happier about that.
Right. I am happy for him, because who knew that he would be such a force after breaking up the North. But Ethan Page is doing well. He's doing well. And you can't be mad about any of that. Yeah. I'm glad to see both of them prospering as singles wrestlers.
Yeah, Josh Alexander might be my favorite X Division champion in years.
Yeah, for a long... I got to give props to Ace Austin for what he did.
Yeah, most definitely. Ace Austin was a great champion.
Yeah. Got to give props to what he did. But Josh Alexander is putting like this Kurt Angle ECW wrestling machine spin on the X Division title.
Yeah, I have not seen that since Doug Williams back in 2010, where the technical guy really just runs rampant over them.
Right.
You know, just hit with the submissions and the suplexes and all this crazy stuff, man. He's definitely at the top of his game.
Yeah.
So the next match on the card was Matt Cardona and a mystery partner in Brian Myers and Tennille Dashwood.
Yep, and we kind of had a thought of who it could be, but they were trying to throw us off of the scent.
I was thrown. I did not think it. No way. Okay, so what it was is Chelsea Green was his mystery partner, which you can expect because they're engaged. But days before Slammiversary, it was revealed that Chelsea Green broke her wrist. And I'm like, they're gonna pick somebody else. No way.
And not only did she break her wrist, but she showed up in Ring of Honor with a broken wrist to enter the tournament in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And she entered that tournament. So I thought it wasn't gonna be her either.
They had me.
They had us fooled, and Chelsea Green came out.
Yeah.
And her and Cardona kind of smashed it. I mean, she looked really, really strong in that match. They let her hit 2 finishes. You know what I mean? She hit the Unprettier for the win, though.
Yeah. Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona get the W. I can watch Matt Cardona and Brian Myers feud all day long. Like, they have that KO Sami Zayn chemistry to me.
Man, I think Matt Cardona has this great feud going on with Nick Gage, and that mug is looking insane right now. They're popping up in like signings and all types of stuff. Like, they're trying to make it look like a real grudge.
It's crazy because I never really saw Matt Cardona as a hardcore wrestler. And yeah, I guess he's showing us that he can do it all pretty much.
Oh, man. WWE.
And it's cool.
WWE missed the bag.
All right. Next match on the card was W. Morrissey and Eddie Edwards,
which turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good match.
You know what I'm saying? It just didn't have any for real like meaning behind it, besides the fact that W. Morrissey had been harassing him for maybe a week or two.
No, what happened was remember he took out Kojima, and Eddie Edwards wants to get revenge for him. It definitely has some significance, though, because this is the second world champion that W. Morrissey's defeated since being there, and he's only been there a couple of months. Like, they are pushing this guy hard.
Right,
undefeated and defeating at least 2 world champions.
Hard work pays off, man, and he's showing up, showing that he's been working hard. He's staying sober. He's doing this thing. I can't hate on him.
Yeah, I like this new thing he's got going, and it's definitely a well-deserved spot. Glad to see him doing well.
Me too.
All right, and the next thing that happened was Madman Fulton and Shira. They come out there and they're all upset because they got banned from Ultimate X and this, that, and the third. And this was another surprise moment for us. Scott D'Amore comes out and he says that these 2 guys are here and they want to fight.
Yeah,
so
he's glad that they're in the ring because they got 2 guys that showed up and they want a match. And surprisingly, it ended up being Finn Juice coming back to Impact. And the crazy thing about it was with Shira and them just being out there, and it turned out to be like a squash match almost.
I mean, as it should be, to be completely honest with you, because Finn Juice is a legitimate tag team, and Shira and Madman Fulton, they aren't. They just at the moment they
together with people who are running together for the sake of shots at exhibition.
Yeah, they're just 2 guys. They're the heavies. The 2 guys that back up the other X Division guys. That's the role they're playing right now.
Yeah, but those are 2 big dudes, and they got squashed.
Good tag team can take on 2 big guys, and Finn Juice is one of them good tag teams.
But okay.
All right. Next match on the card was Chris Sabin and Moose. Good match. You expect that out of Chris Sabin and Moose. Moose is an up-and-comer. Chris Sabin's the legend and Impact. It was a good one.
It was okay to me.
Yeah.
Moose kind of dominated, as you would expect. And Chris Sabin had to pull out the bag of tricks to get it. So what bag did he reach in?
Oh,
the most dominant bag in wrestling.
Go ahead.
The super excellent, magnificent best move of all time, the roll-up pin.
I get sick of this crap. I really do. I get sick of this crap.
The roll-up pin.
3 weeks of this.
But I gotta say, that's the way you want to use it when you need to use it.
Yeah, it was a surprise victory and everything. It didn't do too much damage to Moose because, as I said, it was a surprise. But
see, these are one of these matches where you'd be like, all right, I know who's gonna win this, so I'll just go fill up my drink and get some refills, maybe go to the store. And then when you come back and you look at the TV and you see Chris Sabin with his hands up, you're like, what happened?
It was the roll-up pin.
It was the greatest wrestling move ever created. That's what it was.
Man. But to be completely honest with you, if there's one thing I didn't really agree with on this card, it's that.
See, there you go. Because you always gotta hate on the best move ever created. What's your problem with it?
I feel like Moose should have won. Moose is building momentum as a main eventer, and
I feel like if they're gonna keep Moose out of the title picture and somebody beating him on a whim like that, and him having to prove that he is not a fluke, and y'all is just getting these surprise greatest moves, pulling the rabbit out the bag. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen Moose with no roll-up pin, have you?
Because Moose didn't need the roll-up pin.
But Chris Sabin needed it. He had to jump in that bag and pull out the greatest move ever created if he wanted to get a win. But if you want to keep Moose out of the title picture and still make him look strong, this is the way to do it.
Having him lose?
Having him surprisingly lose and having to get that one back to keep him just away until they figure it out. Until they figure out who's going to get this belt. Because Lord knows Kenny Omega has got a bear hug on it and he ain't trying to let it go. Moose already had a shot.
Yeah, well, it's open right now. He can come at it again.
You never know. But right now, he's got somebody who's got the greatest move on his side, and he needs to do something about it.
This ain't over between him and Chris Sabin. I guess I get your point. I guess I get your point. You'll keep the feud going and everything.
Yeah, you better believe it ain't over because we didn't see nothing but one of those the whole night in Impact.
Thank goodness.
But somebody had to do it.
Yeah, it's not a wrestling card apparently. If somebody doesn't want the flipping roll-up pin these days, it's not okay.
You don't create.
We just can't do it. Apparently, it just can't be done. What roll-up?
Audience, back me up. You legends out there, back me up. You cannot create a card and not have the greatest wrestling move ever created.
I hate it so much.
On that card.
What? No roll-up pins. This ain't wrestling. This is garbage. Get it out of here. Somebody roll somebody up.
That's right.
Give me a break.
That's right. That's right. Well, we are going to give you a break because we'll be right back. We'll be right back on the Sons of Legends here on Red Good Talk Radio. Stay tuned, baby.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Gold Talk Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Sons of Legends on Red Gold Talk Radio. It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's up?
Talking about the great weekend wrestling we had this weekend, and it was so fire.
Slammiversary.
And we're going over Slammiversary. We have gotten to the middle of the card.
Right, we're up to this tag team match. Fatal 4-way for the Impact World Tag Team titles. We had the Good Brothers. We got Violent by Design, Joe Doring and Rhino. We got Rich Swann and Willie Mack. And we got followed by, in one of the surprises for the night, No Way.
And since TJP told him that he couldn't be his tag team partner for some reason or another, he had to go find a new best friend. And who better for Falaba than No Way, formerly known as Jose?
Yeah, no, it was like they had the conga line and everything. People came out there in the suits and the crazy animal suits, and Matt Stryker and D'Lo Brown are getting down behind the desk. You know, they're dancing and everything. It was great.
That was one of the great surprises for me.
Yeah, I like this new tag team more than I did Falaba and TJP. These two seem like they go better together.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes
two
a
fun-loving
lot of
guys.
sense.
Yeah, I love it.
And seeing him, because Lord knows that 90-day no compete clause is real. It kind of does make you forget about certain people.
Hell, it wasn't even he wasn't even one of the guys that got it with the 90 days. Is it? How long has it been since we've seen him?
It's been a while. I think he might have been maybe during the pandemic, the first spring clean.
Yeah, I think he might have been last year.
And it's been a long time, and I kind of, he's been out of sight, out of mind. And he was a real surprise for me when I saw him, and I actually cheered out loud.
Me too. I was not expecting that. Impact had all the surprises.
They did. And surprisingly, it didn't matter. Because the Good Brothers walked out with the titles, man.
That
was so surprising, just out of nowhere again, because Violent by Design wasn't a bad tag team with the titles.
They're not. They definitely were. They were great tag team champions, but I tell you, the Good Brothers will be better tag team champions. Like, the Good Brothers are well respected in tag team wrestling here in America, and with good reason. I mean, they are one of the greats. At least going today. And anytime you want to put the tag team titles on the Good Brothers, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too,
man.
I mean, Magic Killers to everybody.
Yeah, everybody can catch it. Yeah.
Let's go. Everybody can catch it.
Good
because they're going to do what they do best, and that's beat people up.
Yes.
And it's so good to have them as tag team champions because they're in such a dominant stable right now.
Yeah, and Raymond Omega and Don Callis. Yeah. Why should
the Bucks got the tag titles? And I mean, they gonna be running a joint in a minute.
They pretty much are. I mean, one world champion and 2 sets of tag team champions.
Yes,
that's crazy. I can't never remember seeing this before in my life.
Ever.
This is insane right now. This cross promotion between Impact and AEW is actually working out pretty well.
I mean, way better than what I imagined.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not expecting to enjoy this so much, but I am.
I mean, because in the beginning you were so mad.
That's because every week here comes Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone, and then they plug their show and they say all the great stuff, and then every week they just crap all over Impact Wrestling. It was getting really annoying to me. They act like they're so much better than us.
It's almost still at that point because they're still doing it, but Impact has just been putting it on.
Yeah, but at least Omega has to be there every week. I can live with him being world champion if he has to be there every week. He doesn't even have to wrestle. Just show up every week.
Well, that's what he's been doing, and he's been doing a fabulous job.
Yeah, he has been.
And him having the Good Brothers will serve them just as much because it definitely played a part in the main event.
All right. Next match on the card was the champ, the queen, Deonna Purrazzo, knockout champion, and she had a mystery opponent. And I'll tell you right now, I was in women's wrestling heaven.
I mean,
dream match?
Who didn't wig out at this one?
Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa for the Impact Knockouts title. Big fan of them both. Dream match, crossed off my bucket list. It was great. It was great.
It was. I mean, you have been promoting both of these women for a long time, and to see this match happen, even I was like, the first thing I said was, Gunner's gonna love this, but he had already saw it.
It was awesome, man.
He had already saw it. I'm like, Gunner's gonna love this. And I mean, the way it ended just blew my mind again. Because Deonna Purrazzo is probably the best champion in wrestling today.
Oh, I'm just gonna say that she's got my vote. I mean, the way she just carries herself as a champion, and the way she performs in the ring is just amazing. She is the greatest champion, in my opinion, in wrestling today. Like, it's just great.
I mean, and I'm
watching
not
to see
just
her do-
talking about women's wrestling.
Me neither.
I'm talking Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley,
They fail in comparison to
Roman
the Queen.
Reigns, Charlotte Flair.
She's got
As a champion right now, Deonna Purrazzo has an aura about her that is almost unbeatable. I can't even see a person crossing over from another company, no matter what company it is.
She's cleared out the
Beating her.
knockout division, and now she's going to extend and take on all comers now, apparently, and she'll send them all back to wherever the hell they came from.
That is
They can't stop her.
insane, because this was a great wrestling match, back and forth. It put on a clinic, and then she hit the Queen's Gambit and got the 3 count, and I was like, what? And it was over, and I was just like, I want to hear what she's
You're in
about
awe.
to say. Yeah, I was because Thunder Rosa doesn't go out like that, just one finisher, boom.
I love Thunder Rosa, but she did not stand a chance against the Queen. Not that night.
Man,
no way.
not
That
that
was her
night.
night.
I mean, Deonna Purrazzo was firing. And then when she grabbed the mic, I was just ready to hear
Yeah,
what
I
she
was ready to hear it. And then here comes
And then all we heard was hardcore country.
the one time I was not happy to see Mickey James. I was ready to hear from Deonna
I was
Purrazzo.
like, oh my God, she's back. But instead,
I was kind of sour at that moment. I was ready to hear from the champ.
I thought to myself, another challenger. I'm like, oh man, I don't think she's ready for Deonna Purrazzo. But instead, she didn't challenge Deonna Purrazzo. She offered her an invitation to the tournament in NWA Power.
Yeah, she offered her a spot on the women's pay-per-view that they're having in August. I think, yeah, it's in August. And it's also here in St. Louis, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah,
Woo!
the champ was not
Definitely
looking forward. The champ was not here for that. Neither was I, to be honest with you. And we weren't here for her.
She was like, I'm cool with that, but I'm not cool with you coming out here interrupting me.
Like, let her have her moment. This is her time to shine, man.
During my Finavie victory speech.
I was excited to hear what she had to say.
And she ended up swinging on Mickey, and Mickey caught her with the roundhouse,
Cheap shot.
and sent her out of there. So maybe we will get this Mickey James versus Deonna Purrazzo.
I like to
But
see
I'm
it, to
telling
be
you,
honest
man,
with you.
Deonna Purrazzo is shining like a diamond.
She is, most definitely. Like,
That's a women's champion that you can really rally behind and feel like
I could definitely understand why she is the focal point of the knockout division now.
I really get it. Like, she is your Charlotte Flair.
She's one of them people that a division can be built around.
I'm telling you, she
definitely is.
Killing she's killing it.
I didn't get why you were always so happy when Charlotte was always champion until I saw the reign that Deonna Purrazzo was happening. Like, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Deonna Purrazzo is just, I mean, she's their company, Charlotte Flair. That's all I can compare her to, because Charlotte Flair, to me, is the pinnacle of women's wrestling. And Deonna Purrazzo is standing right beside her, like, holding the Impact title and never letting it go.
It's hers, man.
There is not a person on the horizon that is ready for her right now.
There's one that I can see giving her a really good run for her money.
I don't even see her.
And that would be Taylor Wilde, but I don't know what happened to her. I don't know where she's at.
I don't see it, dude.
Well, it's definitely not gonna happen, at one of these smaller pay-per-views. If it's gonna happen, I would think they save it for Council Glory.
It's gonna take a huge import. It's gonna take a huge import to get that title off of her, man. I mean, it's gonna take like a huge name. I don't think Mickie James is it.
I don't think so either, to be honest.
Because honestly, Mickey's running right now off of respect.
Which he obviously deserves.
That's why she's still going. She's going off of respect. People love and respect Mickie James, but I don't see her carrying a division the way Deonna's carrying it.
Not at this point.
It's going to take like some new, fresh, young, hungry, iconic blood.
I doubt it. Not even they can compare. Not right now. And you know how big of a fan I am of them, but not at this moment.
Eventually, you joking me?
Eventually, I think Taylor Wilde will take it whenever she comes back. Eventually.
No, but I feel like it will have to be an import. Chelsea Green might be a good start.
Now you see, here's the thing that I have against the imports and everything coming into Impact Wrestling.
You don't want it to be just a flavor of the month.
No, what I don't want it is to be someone who's not gonna be there. I want it to be somebody who's on the Knockouts roster, who's really, run up the ladder in Impact, as they say, and beat all the people that pretty much she's beaten, and really deserving of this spot. I want when somebody eventually takes that title off of her, I want that person, be around in the Impact Women's Division. It happens so often that they send out the title somewhere else.
Here's the thing. You said that she's wiped out that division. She's cleaned it out.
Except for Taylor Wilde.
So it's to me, it's gonna take some new blood to get it out. Taylor Wilde is cool, but like you said, Taylor Wilde's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be somebody that's signed in, that's ready to do the work, that's ready to stay there.
Well, I can wait until she comes back. And until then, I will enjoy Deonna Purrazzo's reign as Knockout Women's Champion.
All right, I understand.
All right, and then the main event, Kenny Omega, Sami Callihan, no disqualifications for the Impact World title.
I really felt like Kenny Omega's time was coming to an end.
I thought so too. Like I had it in my mind. Like, this is it, man. Ain't no way he's walking out of here with that title.
They have been building around this for a long time.
And Sami Callihan is the best option to go with to take the title off of him, in my opinion. Like, he's the biggest draw they got as far as world champions go.
As far as world championship material.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think they're saving it for Moose.
I would not be mad at that. Not at all. Not one bit. But I really thought it was going to be Sami. It was really great. Those qualification matches, like these guys just busting each other up with pizza cutters and forks, and
this was different. This was Swerve type different.
Yeah.
Man, this should have been in a backyard or something, because it was that crazy. They used forks, pizza cutters, thumbtacks, freaking tables, chairs, chains.
Yeah, I usually don't enjoy the hardcore wrestling that much, but I really like this match. Like, they went in there and they did their thing.
That finish was different,
oh
dude.
My goodness.
So he has Kenny Omega down, but he doesn't notice that Kenny is grinding these thumbtacks into his knee pads. And he gets a knee pad full of thumbtacks.
Beat trigger right in the face.
And hit him right in the face with a beat trigger. Bang! Then he stuffs the thumbtacks down his mouth.
Man.
Boom! Kicks him again. Picks him up for the one wing angel and hits him with it on the tacks.
Good Lord. And the whole time, Don Callis is killing me on commentary. Man, him and Matt Striker, they have good chemistry together.
Yeah, how could you not love it?
Because he was getting on Matt Striker's nerves. Like the whole match, he's just firing shots at him. I remember saying, they brought on the B team. Where's Josh Matthews at? And he's just completely pumping Kenny Omega the whole time. And Kenny Omega's winning.
That's what he's for.
Everything's great. When Kenny Omega's losing, this is a travesty. This match needs to be stopped. Don Callis is such a pivotal role of this group because he does make Kenny Omega feel like he's larger than life. Like
Kenny, by God, Omega.
He makes him feel like he's the most important wrestler.
And he right now possibly might be.
I mean, I would definitely not argue that fact with you because Omega is definitely firing on all cylinders right now. In AEW and in AAA and in Impact, Kenny Omega's holding a lot of stuff down right now.
Yeah, Kenny Omega. I mean, Impact has probably the strongest set of champions in wrestling.
Most definitely. I would definitely say that. Like, they have the names that you know, the names that you love. They have the names that draw the money, like Omega and like the Good Brothers. But they also have the champions who rule their divisions with an iron fist. Whenever I'm old and I'm not watching wrestling anymore, I'm going to be able to look at my grandchildren and say, I remember Josh Alexander's reign as X-Division champion. The man was a machine. I remember being able to witness the rise of Deonna Purrazzo. She was insane. Like, the champions in Impact Wrestling right now are doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, more than well. They're doing great.
Yeah.
And I mean, the roles that the Good Brothers play in with Kenny Omega's matches, steady coming down in them, and then having the beef with Finn Juice and all of that stuff. I mean, it's just a mixture of so many things going on to keep you interested. And Slammiversary put it all together so well. Mm-hmm. It was such a great pay-per-view. Like, Money in the Bank really had a lot to live up to when it came to the way they were doing their show and the pay-per-view and, the thing. And man, Impact did the damn thing. Then let's talk about at the end when Kenny Omega raised his hand, grabs the microphone, about to say something, all the lights go out, and Jay White shows up.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get back into Jay White showing up there. He was a huge surprise. Probably the biggest surprise of this weekend. I was not expecting that.
Insane, because that means that this forbidden door is open.
All the way open.
It's all the way open. It ain't no closing it now. Mm-hmm. This cross-promotion thing, it's just getting started.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Sons of Legends here on Red Go Talk Radio. It's your boy R Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
Yeah.
Talking about the great weekend that we had in wrestling this weekend. We were just going over Slammiversary and the main event with Kenny Omega retaining his title.
Yeah.
And
then Jay White comes out at the end of the show.
Man.
Okay, so I'm not that familiar with Jay White because he wrestles in New Japan, and I don't really watch New Japan, but I definitely heard the name before. Like, he's definitely well known over here in the States, and he's one of them 50-50 guys. I think I've seen people that really like Jay White, and I see people that kind of think he's massively overrated. But that's just mostly with his fans, though. Like, his fans will overrate him and stuff.
I remember Jay White from Ring of Honor. I know he's part of Bullet Club.
I think he's the leader of the Bullet Club.
And Of course, Kenny Omega's famous for being in the Bullet Club, so they have history there. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to this, because I get to see what he's all about and everything. And this Omega Jay White feud should be pretty cool. I'm not knocking it at all. Like, he's a huge name and he's a good next challenger for Omega. I just hope that Omega beats Jay White, though, because if Jay White gets the title, then Lord knows the next time we're going to see the Impact World title. So I'm going to see him to go ahead and win it.
Unless he stays there.
Yeah, well, I doubt that, to be honest with you. I think he's kind of like Finn Juice and Kojima, people like that. Probably Thunder Rosa. People that just come there for the one match and everything. Sometimes they come back for another. Because Thunder Rosa's in NWA, and I don't think she's going anywhere. So I don't think that she'll be exclusively to Impact.
No, I feel like she'll be more in NWA, but Deonna Purrazzo's over in NWA.
Yeah, well, there's a possibility. We've not seen her in NWA yet, but there's a possibility of that happening. I hope it happens, because I like the NWA's women's division too. We just gotta wait for it.
Well, that'll be cool. I just it's getting harder and harder to see anybody even coming close to contesting to Kenny Omega.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why Don Callis makes him feel like he's the best wrestler in the world. And it's kind of hard to argue with him at this point. Like, Omega is firing on all cylinders right now, and there is, a reason why you don't think that there's too many people that can contest with him, because the way it's looking, there's not too many people that can contest with him.
Right.
I mean, he's not at the level that he was when he was in New Japan, because everybody talked about how great he was there and everything. And yeah, he's kind of been a slightly toned down to, fit in more with the American style of wrestling and everything. But I'd rather see him do this than go back to New Japan, to be honest with you, because now I get to see Kenny Omega.
Makes sense. I mean, I don't think he's been toned down that much.
Yeah, I'd say slightly. It's not a lot, but it is look. He's not having half an hour, 45-minute matches anymore like he was when he was over there. Don Callis said it last week's anniversary. He had like a 75-minute match with Okada. And there's probably a reason for that. Is the more American style, and because he's wrestling a lot more. He's in AEW, he's in Impact. He goes to the AAA sometimes.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why he can have 20, 30-minute matches, because he's used to having hour and a half long matches.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Like, you definitely wouldn't notice that he's toned down, but it is a little bit. Yeah. All right, so
let's move on to Money in the Bank.
Yes. First match on the kickoff show, the Usos, the Mysterios, the SmackDown Tag Team titles. What do you think? I asked you that while you're wearing a Jimmy Uso shirt.
Yeah, definitely do, baby. You know what I think? The greatest tag team is back 7 times, baby. You know what I think. You know I love the Usos.
Yeah, I like the Usos too. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm not looking forward to seeing them and Roman as champions together. But yeah, I was just saying that, I am a little disappointed, but only because I was hoping that they would put over the Mysterios. The Mysterios didn't really get that good of a run with the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Be honest, you wanted to see them punished.
I didn't. I swear to God, I'm just talking about because the Mysterios didn't really get that good of a run with the tag team titles. I would have liked to see continue, and beating the Usos would have put them on the map.
No, everybody had a problem and wanted to see the Usos punished, dude, because of Jimmy's DUI.
Doug, I know what I think more than you know what I think, though. I'm just saying.
I'm not just blaming you. I'm blaming a lot of cancel culture, because I really had a problem with that. And if Jimmy was going to be arrested, then the storyline was going to be over regardless, and they wouldn't have been able to do it. But people just wanted to see him punished somehow, some way.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? And I was totally against it. I felt like if he was going to be punished, it should be punished by law and not by the court of public opinion. And that always happens. And I'm glad to see that they didn't bend to the will of people saying that he should be punished.
Yeah, no lie. Me too, because the WWE does kind of have a habit of doing that. You know, raise your arms in the air about something, and a lot of the time that they will fold to whatever it is.
Now, there's a couple times where I wish they did fold to the court of public opinion, but I'm glad that they didn't. You know what I mean? Just to show us that we're not the end all be all when it comes to certain decisions.
And for all we know, he has been fined and all this other stuff backstage.
Yeah, he could have been punished already.
Yeah, you know, backstage and stuff. You know, we don't see everything.
Exactly. And I'm happy to see it. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Usos. They're one of my favorite tag teams of all time. They're probably, in my opinion, number 3 in the greatest tag teams ever.
Yeah, I get that. I'll be lying to you if I say I was not mad excited to see where this is going with Roman and the Usos as Universal Champion and Tag Team Champions. I just, like I said, I wish they would have put over the Mysterios. You know, I had a better run with the tag titles.
But I will say, man, this new stage, I'm loving it. These new CGI graphics, because the Mysterios coming through that Matrix tunnel.
That was awesome.
Was crazy.
That was pretty cool. I like Mysterio's new graphic.
That was dope. That graphic was dope. Them coming out, I mean, the crowd gave them a huge ovation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that played a major part in it. But the Usos get their tag titles for the 7th time, and then Roman hit them with that promo. Shrinking them down again.
Shrinking them down all the way.
I mean, he always got a little boy in him.
You know better, y'all want.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me.
I made your tag team champions.
Yeah, he literally said it was thanks to him that they're tag champs.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going, and seeing if Jimmy will ever be on the same page as Roman and Jay. You know, if they ever let him into the little circle that they got going.
Yeah, not just that. I mean, he acknowledged him this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with him saying he acknowledges him as the tribal chief and all that, we'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I got that. All right, going on to Money in the Bank. The first match was the women's Money in the Bank.
Yeah, everything I expected out of a Money in the Bank. And these girls really had some great spots and stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate everything they did. They played the roles that they were supposed to play. This was great.
I didn't care for the ending.
Of course you didn't.
No, it's because they're all up there at the top of the ladder, and they're fighting and they're swinging on each other, and they were just supposed to believe that nobody notices Nikki Ash climbing over their backs to get to the briefcase. Like, even when she's winning a ladder match, it's done by surprise. Can't they just let her get one definitive, like, real victory? Like, no shenanigans, no, I wish you would have seen you, I wish you hadn't rolled me up. No, none of that. Just let her get the W if we're going to give her the W, man. I know.
You be so mad at Nikki.
I'm not mad. It's just
because every time she wins, it's never
definitive. Never.
It's never a finisher, and then she gets the win. It's always some type of
security, some kind of thing that makes it look like a fluke. The roll-up pins every week. And the disqualification losses, the count-out wins, the disqualification wins. It
doesn't sound hard to beat the clocks.
And then I've never seen this in a ladder match before. Like, I've never seen the sneak thing actually work in a ladder match. Like, you expect us to believe that they can't feel her?
It was only
Climbing
one
on their
person that
backs?
she was climbing on, and someone else was holding her down.
Oh, come on. They don't
She
see
only,
her.
she only climbed up Alexa Bliss's ladder
They don't see her.
while Zelina Vega was holding her head down. They were like holding each other.
I don't think Alexa Bliss is there. Was she? She's still buried in the
No,
ladder.
it was I want to say Naomi.
Was it Natalia?
Somebody's, but she only climbed up the middle ladder.
But I'm just saying though, like we're supposed to believe it. They don't see her. She got is invisibility one of her superpowers now?
Possibly. It's being ignored more.
Come on.
She's being ignored.
Man, I got no problems with her winning the match. I just wish that they would have done it in a classic ladder match fashion. I ain't with this new stuff they got going on these days, man. I don't like it.
Nikki Ash has all the greatest moves in her
Give me a
arsenal.
break, Art. Shut up.
She's got the move of getting ignored. She's got the roll-up pins, the DQs.
They
the
literally
beat the clock challenges.
everybody's on the ladder. This makes no sense to me.
She's on such a hot streak.
Shut up. Okay.
She's only lost one match since she's been this persona.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, that was Nia Jax in that tag match.
You tell me what's working. You tell me who has the greatest moveset in WWE right now.
Shut up.
Huh?
She doesn't.
You tell me who's in training to learn how to be a superhero.
Douche.
You tell me who's learning how to fly.
Give me a break.
She can't fly yet, as she told Matt Riddle.
She can't fly yet. But she's learning.
But she's learning.
I get it, and I'm starting to live with the character because it is more for younger fans and everything. I understand.
I'm happy about it because it was her idea.
Yeah, that's true.
She finally got something picked up. It's working out. People love it. She's actually finally we have like a good guy that can be champ again.
And I can't say she doesn't deserve it.
I get tired. I'm not gonna lie. This wrestling business has gotten to a point where everybody has to go heel to be a champion or to seem like they can make it.
That is true.
It's finally time for there to be just a regular good guy,
Yeah,
without some type of bad edge to it like Becky had. Becky turned into a good guy from being a heel.
Yeah, I get that. And I'd be lying to you if I say she doesn't deserve it. She worked hard and she's living her dream. And I can't really knock that, to be honest with you.
Like, that's why I love Bayley so much, was because she was just a regular good guy. So I love John Cena because it's hard to be just a good guy. Everybody wants you to go heel before they can like you.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's one of the things that Big E was talking about. That's why I'm so glad that he's finally getting his just due, because he's didn't have to turn back into this serious 3 ain't enough, I need 5.
Yeah, like the NXT Big E.
Yeah, or him following Dolph Ziggler Big E, just looking mean, stretching.
He can be goofy and he can also be
serious at the same time.
No, he can also be a good wrestler at the same time. Like he could be tough and goofy at the same time. I love it.
Yeah, it works.
Works for him.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
All right, our next match is AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team title.
And this was actually a good match because Omos didn't seem like the great Khali 2.0. I mean, he actually got some, what do I say? He actually got some offense off against him.
Yeah.
We got to see him getting taken off his feet. We got to see him actually in the match instead of AJ just being the one getting beat up the whole time.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I always say on the show, what's next for Omos? if he sticks around, because they started him off so hot and heavy. But yeah, they're definitely they're gradually bringing him back down again. Like I could see him being a wrestler now. You're on the roster and everything.
Yep, and it'll work out. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's getting the training to actually do something, and he won't just be just in it just because, and letting AJ do all the work. Because if AJ gets hurt, then they'll have nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that they're kind of humanizing him a little bit.
Yeah, he needed it.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He definitely needed it because they were starting to build a person that they didn't have anywhere to go with.
Yeah, like you're already at the top of the ceiling. Like, where do we go from here? When you do lose your first match, et cetera, et cetera. And I was looking for. Yeah, they definitely they brought the beat down on him, as they say.
Omos is so strong. I was so impressed with him military pressing Ivar. That was insane.
That's crazy, man. Like that man is a powerhouse.
That was crazy. So yeah, even he had some highlight moments, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yep. All right, next match.
All right, our next match was Bobby Lashley and Kofi Kingston. Really good. Really glad to see this match go this way. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This was not a match. This was a massacre.
Yeah. As much as I like Kofi, and I do, really big fan of his, this is the way that this match should have gone down.
And right now, this is the way the Brock Lesnar stuff should have went.
Yeah.
I mean, you would rather see Kofi dominated than to see him beaten 8 seconds.
Yeah, and Kofi got a little bit of offense in here and there.
Yeah, he got maybe 2 moves off.
Yeah.
Like he started off with a little flurry, got a little stump off the top rope, and that was it. Bobby Lashley threw him around for the rest of the match. He hit him with a Dominator 3 times.
And I remember sitting there like, oh my goodness, Bobby, just stop playing with your food and eat, man. Put them away before you get rolled up out here in these streets. So nervous. I was pretty nervous because I thought Kofi was coming back. And like, oh, good Lord, they're gonna take the title off of him, but they didn't, and I'm glad to see. Bobby Lashley did what he said he was gonna do. He's coming back. He's going back to business.
No more games.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. We're gonna get back into more of this Bobby Lashley, Kofi Kingston when we come back from the break.
Definitely.
Right here on the Sons of Legends.
Stay tuned on the Sons of Legends. We'll be right back.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
What's going on, everybody? We are back right here with the Sons of Legends on Red Gold Talk Radio.
It's your boy Art down here with your homeboy MJ Gunna.
Yeah.
And we are talking about Money in the Bank and Slammiversary that happened this weekend. And it was 2 great wrestling shows. I'm telling you, if you didn't watch them, do yourself a favor and run it back. Watch the replay because it was so lit. And we had a great time watching it over the weekend.
We were talking about Lashley and Kofi Kingston, and we're talking about how dominant it was. And as I said, it was. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that it went this way. Nothing against Kofi, as I said, but I feel like that Bobby Lashley had to get back to that dominant stage he was before all the MVPs, ladies, and or his ladies, and
right, the champagne and all the clubs and the parties and yeah, because we normally a champion loses their belt before they get back to business to realize what's going on. But all it took for Bobby Lashley was to lose a couple of non-title matches to some people that he knew he wasn't supposed to be losing to.
And he's right. You know, you're the WWE champion, man. You're one of the most dominant forces of the Thunderdome era, and you're getting rolled up by Xavier Woods.
Hey, that roll up can come out of nowhere. I'm just saying.
But yeah, he definitely should have laid the beat down on Kofi, which he did.
And he did. He laid a massive beat down on Kofi, man. It was getting hard to watch. Yeah. Looked like people in the audience were getting ready to cry.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and end this thing, ref.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
All right, our next match on the card was Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title.
And when they first came out, like the crowd was totally against both of them.
Yeah, we had the "We Want Becky" chants.
But the more this match kept going, Charlotte Flair showed why she's the queen.
It was a good match. You know, there was a match that I was always expecting out of those two.
That actually was a really good match, and they had to do it. They had to put it on to show why they are the two top women in the company right now.
Because this
feud was terrible. It's been terrible.
This feud coming into this, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was over this. I was ready for it to go ahead and just be done. And they went in there and they did their thing. And I'm glad to see it.
And the queen,
something I'm not so glad to see,
came out on top once again. Clean, baby. Clean. Figure 8, middle of the ring. Nobody gets out of the figure 8.
Now, you see, you're being
and
dishonest.
You love to see it.
You're being dishonest, like she didn't stop Rhea Ripley's leg into the steel steps a million times already.
It was 3 times, and that's perfectly legal. As long as you don't pick up the steps and hit someone with it, it's perfectly legal.
Okay, so she can stop somebody's legs into the steps, but she can't be hit with the announce table piece. Is that what I'm hearing? Right? That's the cue.
Well, Rhea did that.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know who the ref was that didn't let that slide.
I know. It's like she can't be hit with it. That's what I said.
That's the ref's fault.
She can slam Rhea Ripley's leg into the ring steps a million times, but you know, the announce table gets pulled apart and she gets hit with it. All that's the DQ. Give me a break.
Hey, I can't call it, brother.
But anyway, it was a good match. I liked the top rope natural selection move.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And the win. I mean, everybody. Well, I won't say everybody, but hit this man and a friend of the show. Everybody knows D-Mac.
Because it's BS, Art. It is. Okay?
Everybody knows
it's BS. Why can't they just let her go over once? It's bad enough she had to reign on Rhea Ripley's parade when she was the NXT Women's Champion. And that's what she's gonna do when she's Raw Women's Champion too. Now, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
It's not Charlotte's fault that Rhea's always holding something that belongs to her.
I don't want to hear from you. Dang.
You can get mad all you want, but we are a 14-time.
Apparently we're not. Nope.
Yeah, they're not counted. They're counted as 11.
We'll get into that
on
later.
The main roster.
We'll get into that later. But yeah, Charlotte Flair, new Raw Women's Champion. All right, next is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And during this match is where Peacock pretty much had
this is where it hit the fan.
A shutdown, like worldwide.
This is where it showed that Impact did their homework and did a whole lot better job than whatever WWE had going, because WWE completely dropped the ball.
It wasn't WWE, it was Peacock.
Either way, they dropped the ball.
It was Peacock, they're not responsible for the app. But yeah, Peacock's app goes like in and out, freezing during the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like it happened through almost most of it. They eventually had to acknowledge it. WWE sends out like a tweet or something there when it comes back on. It says it's been on for Peacock's ass been on for 5 minutes, and we'll just go out and go back in, and we're sorry about all the technical difficulties and stuff. But yeah,
that was terrible.
It was a good match though. I went back and watched it. A lot of good spots. John Morrison with his drip stick was killing me, coming out there spraying people and everything. Another thing that happened in this match was Drew McIntyre got abducted by Jinder Mahal and what are they called? Shanky and
Shanky and Veer.
Shanky and Veer. And they came out there and they beat Drew McIntyre down with the chairs and they drug him out of here. And Riddle was pretty cool. He was catching people with RKOs all night long, pulling people off ladders and they on the RKO. And I was really, really happy about the results. Big E, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank. I called it on this show. I knew it. I knew it.
He did. He called it.
Yeah, I feel like that they're really turning Big E into a main event superstar the right way. They broke him up in the New Day, and he had a little run with the Intercontinental title. He did a great job with that. Give him the Money in the Bank briefcase. Let him marinate with that for a little while. Hopefully, he gets some kind of main event feuds here and there. It's Mr. Money in the Bank, stalking the champion, what have you. And to be completely honest with you, if they do this right, I could see him being the one to take it off Roman Reigns. I
don't know, but
it would take a lot of building, but I could see it if they do this correctly.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
It's just Roman's been so dominant, so he's firing, like you would say, on all cylinders.
He's literally cleaned out the Universal title division. Like there's almost no one left. And a thing that was brought up the thing that was brought up online today was really it kind of made me think, because they're basically doing what they did with him when he was a babyface. They pushed him so far as a babyface that you couldn't really believe any of the heels would beat him. Nobody was really on that level, and they're doing the same thing with him as a heel, except for this time he's pretty much cleared out the entire Universal title division. I mean, who do you honestly think could beat him right now?
Well, no one at the moment.
Built that could beat him right now.
At the moment, no one.
Nobody, and that's an issue. As much as we love Roman Reigns, the big money matches are ones where they could go either way, and for that to happen, somebody's gonna have to get on his level. It's just what it is. Somebody's got to be a believable opponent for him, where you think that he might actually lose. And
you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, not yet, but I hope that if they build it right, that can be Big E.
It could be. It definitely could be. I'm not opposed to Big E at all.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Big E's been doing the work. He's been IC champ, did his thing as IC champ. I mean, I'm not opposed. I can't wait to see it.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad that they're building him correctly, that they're building him to be a main event superstar. Kudos to WWE on this one. Big E looks like $1 million. All right, and now we got the main event. Roman Reigns and Edge for the Universal title. This match was pretty hype. Like, I came into this match with the big fight feel, and I just knew it was going to be great, and it was great. Like, that crowd blew the roof off the building when Edge came out.
The moment Edge music hit, it was on and popping.
Like, I had goosebumps. I was up. I was screaming. I was shaking. I was ready for it to get going.
It was so good.
It was great.
It was so good. It just had that feeling.
And, it was a back and forth match. That's what I really enjoyed. Wasn't too much cheating on Roman's part. They do their thing. And then the referee gets taken out. And lo and behold, here comes Seth freaking Rollins. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never disliked Seth Rollins more than I did when he screwed over Edge. Because he comes out there, he gives him the super kick, and then Edge shakes that off, and he comes back out, he cheap shots him again. Roman gets the spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns walks away, still Universal Champion. But if they wanted to build heel heat with Rollins, they definitely did that the right way too. Because he's probably going to be number one as far as I'm concerned.
I'm hollering.
I was looking
and
forward.
Rollins is always your favorite person.
It's true. But I was looking forward to Edge winning this Universal title. Like, I could have seen Edge taking it off him. I'm sitting here in my Edge shirt. I'm rocking out when he comes out there. I'm hyped. And then here comes Seth Rollins to let the air out of my balloon.
Seth Rollins is the man, in my opinion. He did it again. I mean, who else could make you hate him the way Seth Rollins makes you hate him?
Yeah, it's definitely true. It's definitely true. Like, I hate him more than he's doing better heel work now than he did back in the day, like 2014, 2015.
Well, you loved him back then.
That's when, he was one of my favorites. But yeah. But they're definitely setting up for Seth Rollins and Edge at SummerSlam, which is cool by me. I'm really looking forward to this match.
That sounds like a sick match, man.
But why?
And that sounds like an even better feud. But you don't even know who's going to be who in this type of feud.
But the thing of it is that before the match, before Roman Reigns and Edge, Seth Rollins does an interview. He says, "I'm next. I don't care what's happening. I'm next in line." So why would he go out there and screw Edge over? Like, he left us with a lot of questions. Like, does he want the smoke with Roman Reigns right now? Why would he do that?
He wants the title, obviously.
But Edge is not just gonna go crawl in a corner and just, lick his wounds. He's coming back. He's coming back for that, man. This ain't over. And the thing of it is that Seth Rollins and Edge is pretty much set in stone now at SummerSlam. So, Seth, you are not next in line. Because next in line showed up after the match. You want to do the honors, Art?
Sure do. My guy showed up at the end of SummerSlam. I was so excited to see it. The John Cena Show is back on, baby.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of happy to see myself. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen him. And this feud with Roman Reigns should be pretty dope. Like, Roman's firing on all cylinders, but you could believe John Cena as the challenger right now. Like, this has got that big match feel to it. Like, I highly doubt they let him take the title off of him, but you could believe it. Like, there's a small chance that John Cena just might do this. And a lot of people don't have that chance with Roman Reigns. Like, you gotta be a pretty big name for people to even entertain that idea right now.
I'm a huge, huge fan of John Cena, but this is not happening. Roman's on another level since the last time that John Cena faced him.
Yeah, it's true.
And I can't remember if Roman won or not when Cena faced him last.
I can't remember either. It was like No Mercy 2017 or something like that.
But whether he did or didn't, the tribal chief is a completely different person than when he came telling him it's a promo kid.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is on a whole different level, and not a lot of people on that level, but done right, John Cena could be on that level with him. I guess it just depends on the kind of momentum he
could be. John Cena is on that level. John Cena's freaking John Cena.
I mean, it's been a while though. Like, he's got no momentum coming into this.
That's what it is. He's got no momentum.
We have not seen him in years.
We got to see him at least have an exhibition.
Yeah, we got to see him at least wrestle once before this. Like, we've not seen John Cena in years.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't know if he's still using the
five
punch of doom.
The 5 moves of doom.
No, it's the 6 now with that punch. The Shaolin punch or whatever it was. That Elias had the job too.
But John Cena is definitely a big enough name to where this will draw money for SummerSlam. No question. No question about it. But the thing of it is can he compete with Roman Reigns right now? That's the big question.
I don't know.
Like, name-wise, even at this point, because Roman Reigns, as you said, is on a different level. And we got to see if John Cena is still on that level.
Yep. We definitely got to find out because as of this moment, right now, I don't see it.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see John Cena beating Roman Reigns. I don't see too many people, period, beating Roman Reigns.
That's why I say we need to build up Big E.
Yeah, Big E has the charisma to do it. He has the size to do it. He just needs some backup, man, because if we got the Usos, we need the New Day to be able to deal with it.
Oh, Lord. Why would we want to do that?
We need it.
We don't.
It'll be the other way. We did it with Kofi.
I don't think we need this. This building backwards, in my opinion.
I'm sure you don't. But
you know, like Big E's doing well on his own.
He's gonna need some backup.
That's true, I guess.
He's gonna need some backup.
But they're on different shows.
He's not just dealing with Roman. He's dealing with the bloodline.
They're on different shows. There's nothing they can do about it. Kofi and Woods aren't Raw.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just telling you what he's got to do if he wants to contend with the tribal chief.
Yeah, but there's also talk to him moving to Raw and going after Lashley.
Who?
Big E.
Oh, I mean, that's a more plausible cause.
You think so?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be more believable that he could beat Big, that he could take the title off Lashley than he could Roman.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was really looking forward to him being built, and I love what they're doing on SmackDown with him, and I just don't want to see it. I'm sorry. I love the New Day. I'm not with this reunion.
I hear you. I get it.
I feel like it's kind of a step backwards for Big E at this point.
I get it.
You know?
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree at all. I'm just saying that if he's gonna go against Roman Reigns,
yeah, he needs friends in high places. I get that. I get that.
He's gonna need some help.
I guess we just gotta wait to see what happens. You know?
That's a fact. I mean, what else can you do? Well, we'll talk more about this when we come back here on the Sons of Legends. Stay tuned on Red Bull Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Welcome back, guys, to the Sons of Legends. It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just finished talking about Slammiversary and Money in the Bank, 2 great pay-per-views from this past weekend. And now we're gonna get into what happened last night on Raw.
On Monday Night Raw. Of course, it kicked off with John Cena starting the show.
Yeah, calling out Roman Reigns, called him an a-hole. And then Matt Riddle comes out, and then they start broing out together. You know, they gave the long bros.
Bro. And what cracked me up was him saying, I get it now. What is there to get?
I don't know what there's to get. Yeah.
But he gets it. John Cena gets it. If anybody gets it, John Cena does. And it led into a 6-man tag.
Yeah, it was John Morrison, AJ, and Omos versus Matt Riddle and the Viking Raiders. And the thing that really I noticed is John Morrison is still spraying his dipstick all over.
All I know is I want that shirt.
But I'm saying is, I thought that when the crowds got back, that he'd stop spraying it so much. Don't want to get the people all moist and everything, as he would say. But he's still spraying it. Spraying it at the commentators. I don't know if he sprayed it at the crowd or not.
Is I want that America's Moist Wanted t-shirt.
America's Moist Wanted. Oh man, I don't get how somebody can make a character like this and be hilarious based off water. John Morrison is a treasure, man. He's great. But anyway, the match ends when I think it was Riddle took the dripstick away from the Miz
and then sprayed Omos in the back.
Right. And then gives the dripstick back to the Miz. And Omos gets off the apron all ready to kill the Miz. Miz all backing up and everything as fast as his little wheels can carry him. AJ gets down trying to calm down Omos, and Morrison's left to fend for himself with the Viking Raiders, which is not a very good thing. 1, 2, 3.
And they get the pinfall and get the 3 count, which is leading into some great stuff. So hopefully we'll get to see the Miz get back on his feet, which leads into Omos and Omos and AJ feuding with the greatest tag team of the 21st century.
I can only hope so, man. Like, they've been out of the tag team title hunt for too long. They've been out of it since the early days of the pandemic. Like, this is no way to treat a great tag team like the Miz and Morrison. It's not. Okay, especially when you need great tag teams. Okay, you can't sit on them right now, man. That's what they're doing.
They're definitely needed.
They're in no position to sit on good tag teams that they got. And they were sitting on them before the Miz got in the wheelchair.
All right. So what happened next, Gunner?
One thing that I would like to notice is it was Jackson Riker and it was Elias and weapons of
like an instrument of
the sympathy of mass destruction match, I think they call it.
Yeah.
They beat each other, with weapons and everything. And this was gonna be our first week back. It's gonna be the first time we saw Jackson Riker in front of a crowd.
And I was wondering how the crowd was gonna react.
Because he gets almost no love online. And it was kind of a split, I guess. They didn't really cheer for him, but they didn't really loudly boo him either.
Right.
He's just kind of there. I guess he didn't really get the reaction. Like not one big enough for me to tell them apart.
Right.
The end of the match got cheered though, but I'm pretty sure that's just because of the big spot that happened. They're on the top turnbuckle, and Jackson Riker suplexes Elias through a table that's on the floor. He gets the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. They're still pushing him as a face.
Yeah, they are.
So it's just it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work out with him.
I don't think it'll work out, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, he looks like he'd be a heel. Like he doesn't smile. He doesn't show off any entertaining sides or.
Yeah, he's not really a likable person, to be honest.
At least not that he shows us. It's not really an entertaining, likable side to this guy. He looks like he'd be one of the mean, angry heels. Just the aura he gives off. And I don't think that it's gonna work as a face. Anyway, one of the bigger things that happened on Raw this week was want to talk about Keith Lee coming back?
Yeah. Well, Bobby Lashley came out and he basically told you all the games are over. I told you guys what I was gonna do, and I did it. And everybody needs to take heed to what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And then Keith, he sends out an open challenge, And then Keith Lee accepts it. And then they go out there, they have a match. Bobby Lashley, of course, puts Keith Lee down. And then cue the music, because here comes Goldberg.
Yep. Goldberg came out. Crowd gave him a huge ovation.
And they did. They were happy to see him.
They were happy to see him. They love Goldberg. He's back to ruin another generation of kids.
No, I don't know about that. The kids, they love him. I get that.
Excuse me.
He's big and strong and everything, according to them. I get that. Well, he is big and strong, you can't take that away from him.
Yep, that's Goldberg.
Yeah. But anyway, he's the talk's been about him coming back to challenge Lashley and everything, and everybody's all up in arms about it and whatnot. The thing of it is I really can't see you having a problem with Goldberg if you don't have a problem with John Cena.
No, I
doing
don't
the
have
same
a problem
thing.
with either one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're doing the same thing. And apparently, he still does get the reaction from the fans. And SummerSlam is one of the big four.
Yep.
And
get mad at that.
Yeah, let's go out for the bigger matches. As long as Bobby Lashley does not drop that belt to him, I'm cool.
Yep. I ain't mad at it. I mean, if he's a draw, he's a draw.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's a draw. People still, they play off the nostalgia. They play off the nostalgia act. People that don't really watch wrestling today, but used to, will watch to see Goldberg. The same with John Cena.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about that.
Yeah. Like I said, as long as I don't take the belt off Bobby Lashley, they get no complaints from me. And another thing that happened on Raw this week was Charlotte Flair comes out there for her Queen's Championship coronation, as she called it. And Rhea Ripley crashes her party. And, Charlotte says, I can beat you anytime or something like that. And yep. And then here comes Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville to make the match happen. So main event for Raw this week was Charlotte and Rhea Ripley for the women's title. Why don't you tell us about this match, Arch?
Well, Charlotte dominated the match as Charlotte should, because Rhea was still selling her injury from the night before.
Yep.
And basically, Charlotte gets the win. I can't remember if it was by DQ.
It was by DQ. I think what happened is Charlotte goes out of the ring to get her title, and then she hit Rhea Ripley with the title, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Rhea Ripley went out there after her, and Charlotte hit her with the title. Match ends by disqualification. And then Rhea Ripley puts the beat down on Charlotte after that. And then cue the superhero music. Here she comes.
And Nikki Ash comes to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase.
And there's been a lot of talk about this. She goes to the top rope. She hits the crossbody. 1, 2, 3. New Raw Women's Champion, Nikki Ash.
Nikki ASH. Quit calling her Nikki Ash. She's
what...
not Nikki Ash. It's Nikki ASH.
So you're just supposed to spell it?
Yep. I guess because people kept saying Nikki Ass. So.
But anyway, how do you feel about her being Raw Women's Champion?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Like I said, I'm happy for her, man. I'm glad that there's an actual face that's, getting a spotlight for a change.
Yeah, I get that. And I'm not gonna say, I enjoy this new character of hers, but it's not really for me, I would think. It's for the kids, man. Gotta get the kids something. I get that. And yeah, I understand. I just have to deal with it. So anyway, she's the new Raw Women's Champion, and I guess I'm kind of glad to see fresh blood in the lineup. New Raw Women's Champion and everything. Someone who hasn't held it before. And technically she did beat Charlotte and Rhea a million times, so why shouldn't she be Raw Women's Champion over those two?
Why shouldn't she be?
Yeah. So anyway, that's the way the Raw went off. Nikki ASH celebrating her victory. And the other thing that happened on Raw, I kind of skipped over this part, was Karrion Kross's debut. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not a call-up because he's still the NXT champion, but he showed up on Raw last night. He faced Jeff Hardy, who, true to his word, is coming out to the No More Words music again.
I love it. It automatically made me a fan of Jeff Hardy again.
Yeah, I like the music, and it definitely does a lot more for his entrance. And then they go in there and they have the match, and Jeff Hardy gets the W with the roll-up pin and his feet on the ropes.
The greatest move in wrestling history.
How do you feel about Karrion Kross dropping this match? The first match he's ever dropped, mind you. How do you feel about that, Art?
About what?
About Karrion Kross losing this match. They just broke his undefeated streak.
I don't know. People are saying that Vince is intentionally burying NXT.
I mean, it's not too hard to believe, especially since they're not going to count Charlotte Flair's 2 NXT title wins as count to her title reigns.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what's going on here.
But to be completely honest with me, do they ever count NXT title reigns as world title reigns on the main roster?
I don't know.
Like, I don't think anybody's ever called Samoa Joe a world champion on the main roster, have they?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They call him a 2-time NXT champion. They don't never say, 2-time world champion.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm having a hard time accepting this.
Accepting what?
Kross losing, because, as I said, it's supposed to be, kind of a more special moment. This was his first loss ever, and it happened because basically Jeff Hardy's got new music and everything, and this is Jeff Hardy's first win on TV
a long time.
And God knows when, and I honestly think it's because Jeff Hardy's the veteran on the main roster and Karrion Kross is new, and I get that because we talked about this before, the pecking order and everything, but I would not have had Karrion Kross come to the main roster just to lose 5-minute match to Jeff. Was it even 5 minutes? Like 2 minutes, something like that.
Something like
just
that.
To Jeff. They did everything they could to protect him, though. Jeff did have his feet on the ropes.
It was crazy, man. Especially the simple fact that Karrion Kross hasn't lost in so long, and Jeff Hardy hasn't won in so long. It kind of made no sense.
Yeah, I don't get this, except for Jeff Hardy's a mainstay on the main roster. Jeff Hardy's got respect in the locker room, which he should. He's a veteran and everything. I get that. And Karrion Kross has not been here that long. Like, they're kind of booked, back themselves into a corner with this one, in my opinion, because if Jeff loses to Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross isn't staying, it just makes it look like the new guy just came in here and cleaned him out, as they say.
It's just weird because Jeff Hardy was losing matches to like Jackson Riker and like people that we didn't expect him to lose to, not winning matches against people like.
Yeah, but those guys aren't NXT guys, and I guess that's the way it goes. I think we said it on the show a little while ago. Sometimes we forget that NXT is developmental, because it never feels like developmental unless they're going up against people from the main roster. And
It's just weird, man.
Yeah, it's just an odd one. I didn't get why they did this, to be honest with you. Now, I guess the payoff could be that Cross is going to be around for a little while on Raw, and he's going to get his revenge on Jeff Hardy. You know, this gives him a storyline to work with.
Right, because he just said that. He said Jeff Hardy just made the biggest mistake of his life.
I understand that. You know, I guess we just have to see where it goes, man, and see how he does without Scarlett. Because, in my opinion, that was the last part of his dark, you know, maniac character.
Basically, you said that was the basis of his persona.
I mean, it pretty much is. You know, if we're gonna have him start talking and everything and acting like a normal guy, the only thing that they had left from the Karrion Kross that, you know, was Scarlett. And if we're gonna take her away from him, then in my opinion, there goes his character. You know, he's just a regular guy. You know, he comes out there in his suit and he cuts the promos, you know, normally. He's not talking in riddles or with the TikTok thing, or basically it's not the Karrion Kross that we knew and feared in NXT. You know? They did a character change on him, and I can understand why people aren't too happy about that. You get what I'm saying there?
Yeah, but you know, I don't know, Gunner. I just can't say that that he shouldn't. He's got to evolve as a character, or else.
But this is,
you know, he'll be relying on Scarlett to do the heavy lifting when it comes to.
I mean, it doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to be all about Scarlett and everything. Just keep the dark stuff. You know, he doesn't have to come out there and, you know, sound like someone who, you know, like me and you. You know, they could keep the character thing, you know, the dark aspect of it. Doesn't say a lot. He comes out there with his what was it, an hourglass?
Yeah.
You know, things of that nature.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
And he comes out there in his suit and everything, and you know, I feel like they kind of stripped the character away from him in NXT, and that's probably why people aren't too thrilled with him right now.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, that's all we got, bro. Tell them where to reach you.
Matt Lindsay on Facebook, Matt Lindsay 677 on Instagram,
RDog1 on Instagram, RDog3 on Twitter. Hit us up at the Sons of Legends 21@gmail.com. Listen to us on SoundCloud, SoundCloud and YouTube, and always go to redbull.net to listen to all our shows. Thank you for listening to the Sons of Legends, and we'll be back at you next week.
Peace.